Hello everyone, my name is Kirsten. So October has officially hit, which I'm really happy about, but that also means that today I'm going to be doing another monthly favorites video for the whole entire month of September. It is that time already. I cannot believe how fast September has already hit. So before I begin, if you're new and you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to my channel with notifications on. I upload brand new videos every single weekend. So with that all being said, I'm gonna go ahead and dive right on into these 10 questions. Question number 1. What is the funniest thing that has happened to you? Lately, there hasn't really been that much funny moments. The only thing I can say is that occasionally I'll have a really good laugh with my grandfather, whether it would be joking around or doing something that would make each other laugh. I would say that would be the funniest thing that happened this month. So that was the only thing I could think of. Question number 2. What books did you read? So yet again, I have had a chance to read at least one book this month, and that is the sequel to the book that I just finished last month, to be honest. I went ahead and I continued on with the Fallen series, which is Torment, by, of course, Lauren Kate. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I am pretty impressed with her books. I really do love the detailing of it. Every time I read her books, I always feel like I'm caught in the moment of watching a movie, and if you guys have read any book, I'm sure you could relate, but her books generally I just could not get enough of. By next month, I think I'll be on the third book installment to be exact. I cannot get enough of her books. She's just amazing. Question number 3. What movies / TV shows have you watched? I've had a chance to watch at least one movie this month, and that movie was, of course, The Void, which surprisingly, I really genuinely liked that movie. This movie I have had low expectations for. As much as I really love horror films, with horror films you just don't know if you're gonna be watching something so great or something so shitty. The genre as a whole is kind of like a little hit or miss, I feel like. But when I had a chance to watch The Void, I absolutely loved that movie. If you guys would like me to do a review of this movie, please do leave it in the comments down below. I would be more than happy to try to review this movie. And yes, definitely without any sort of spoilers whatsoever. But the whole movie in itself, and if you guys have seen that movie, you guys would pretty much know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like Silent Hill meets Hellraiser, which is really awesome. I genuinely really enjoyed that movie so much. Now, with the TV shows, I have watched one TV show for I think 2 seasons, and that is the original season 3 and 4. I feel like it has been years since I've last seen season 1 and 2 of the originals, and I decided to go back and rewatch the series again, and I forgot how awesome that whole TV show is. In case if you don't know what the originals is, it's basically like a little bit of a spin-off to the Vampire Diaries series, which kind of struck my interest. I haven't seen the Vampire Diaries in a very long time, but maybe one of these days I might have a good chance to rewatch it again. But until then, I'm stuck with the originals, and I think the final season, or at least rumors spread that the final season was going to be at season 5 for the original. Sometime next year, I'll definitely be on the lookout for that. I just love the originals as a whole. I just love horror and fantasy mixed in together. It's just really awesome. It kind of gives me that whole True Blood vibes, which I really love. I would recommend that TV show if you get into werewolves, witches, and vampires. Question number 4. What is something you did that made you proud of yourself? A few things generally that I feel really proud of this month. I'm proud of the fact that I finished all of my online classes finally. I have been getting a lot of outside help with finding a job, and since I had a meeting with a counselor back in the college I just graduated from, things have been starting to look up, because for a while I was feeling really down and depressed that I couldn't find the job that I want for a really long while, and now that I got the help that I need, I'm really happy that I can find the type of jobs that I can apply for, which makes me really happy, and I'm really proud of myself for trying to find the help that I need. Another thing I'm proud of is the fact that I'm genuinely very proud of the fact that I've been putting in a lot more time and effort into my videos lately, so that is something I definitely feel proud of. Question number 5. Which games have you been playing? During the month of September, I was still playing Dark Souls, but unfortunately, some unfortunate event happened, which I'm sure those of you who have owned a PlayStation 3 or is currently owning a PlayStation 3, you guys may have heard of the term yellow light of death. Yes. That is very terrible and a bit heartbreaking for some of you PlayStation 3 fanatics out there, but I was in the middle of playing Dark Souls and then all of a sudden, that is something I had a chance to experience, which is really fantastic, by the way. I was actually kind of bummed out because not only did my PlayStation 3 break, but the PlayStation 3 that I had was actually the first generation PlayStation 3, which means that it was backwards compatible with PlayStation 2 and 1 games, and today, currently, nobody makes those type of consoles anymore, especially with this generation PlayStation 4, which I'm really bummed out, and the new ones that I found online were just so damn expensive, like around $1,000 or maybe even more. It sucks because I lost a really good, valuable PlayStation 3. I've had that baby for 11 years, going on 12, and suddenly it just decided to take a shit on me, which is great, by the way. So I had to contact Sony to make sure that I could just somehow try to get them to repair that PlayStation, and unfortunately they couldn't do nothing to try to repair it because I guess my PlayStation was so old they just couldn't do anything about it. So that's just brilliant. On top of that, I had a game caught inside of there, which was of course Dark Souls, so I had to physically take it apart until I ended up getting that disc, which I finally did. But yeah, it just really sucks. So I had to order a brand new PlayStation 3, and it cost me like about $149 plus with tax. So hopefully before this video goes up, my PlayStation 3 will end up coming in the mail sometime soon, hopefully. I mean, I'm not too bummed out about it, simply because, you know, I can always order a PlayStation 2 online also if that's the case. But yeah, just really bummed out about that. With all that rambling being said about my PlayStation 3 breaking, I had a chance to play 2 games while I was waiting for my PlayStation 3 to arrive. One of the games in particular is actually through my phone, and I have been playing Seeker's Notes, which, of course, when I saw that game, I automatically knew it was going to be the game for me, and turns out it really was. So if you guys get into puzzle games, and if you get into games that are similar to Best Fiends and Bejeweled, and if you enjoy playing observant related games, then chances are you're really gonna love this game because it's really genuinely really fun. I cannot stop playing that game the moment I pick up my phone and decide to play games on there. Also, another game I have been playing is through my PlayStation Vita, which I haven't played in a very long time, and this was actually the game that I have been keeping for quite some time now, and I decided to give this little baby a try, and that is, of course, Corpse Party Blood Drive. I have been waiting so long for this game to come out. I knew that it came out in Australia and maybe parts of Europe, but it couldn't come into the US for a very long time. So since I beated Book of Shadows and the original Corpse Party, I decided to give this baby a try, and so far I'm actually really enjoying the game. This would have been a really great anime, by the way, just the Corpse Party series generally. I think it is an anime series, but it is just in Japan alone simply because of how graphic this game series is, which of course it is pretty graphic, I'm not gonna lie, and it's very disturbing too. If you get into twisted games like this, then this is definitely for you. I would recommend each and every single one of these games that I've played very much. Question number 6. Did you travel anywhere? I have not traveled anywhere generally. I've just been staying at home, working on a few YouTube videos, getting my resume together, working on my manuscript, and taking care of my family in the house since my grandmother's sick. So I haven't gone anywhere fun, but if I do end up getting out of the house, it's most likely just related to just school or work related stuff. I'm not working just yet, but I've just been going out of my house occasionally for a few appointments and meetings. Also a few errands. Nothing too exciting there, I'm afraid. Question number 7. What foods did you try and loved? So there's quite a variety of things that I've actually tried and loved. The first one being is Amy's Burrito, and it is the dairy-free kind. It's actually really good. It's just a simple burrito, but I actually really enjoyed it very much. Another thing I've tried out is So Delicious. Of course, I did try out the cashew milk before, but this time I tried it in the Very Vanilla instead of the Snickerdoodle flavor. The Very Vanilla one, I felt like I was automatically in heaven the moment I tried it out. It's just very delicious. If you guys have watched my previous monthly favorites video, I had a chance to try out a vegan miso soup of some kind, and this time I decided to try out a vegan tortilla soup in that same exact brand, and I'm not gonna lie, it is actually really good, and I'm really glad I decided to give it a chance when I actually did. And I had a chance to try out sweet and sour porkless bites. I wasn't a huge fan of pork, and I never was, but when I got to try out the porkless bites, I thought they were actually really good. It reminded me of the chickenless orange things that Gardein also has. It reminds me of that, but a bit more spicy. Genuinely, I really loved it. Another thing I also had a chance to try out is Korean chicken cutlets, which I had a chance to try out some of their brands already, and I have not been disappointed in either one of their brands, and their poultry-free meats are actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. I liked the turkey and I like the chicken one. It's really good. The best part is it's not chicken or it's not turkey, so that's really good to know. When I was in the store one time, I randomly came across Sweet Earth's Tasso Tofu, I think, which I had a chance to try, and it was honestly not too bad. I had a chance to try out another sparkling drink. The brand is called Izzy. I've tried a few flavors and I've never been disappointed in either flavor, but the flavor I had a chance to try out recently was the peach flavor. And I'm not gonna lie, the peach flavor was actually very delicious. It was very refreshing. The Izzy drinks I've actually never been disappointed in, and I would recommend that sparkling drink for you guys to enjoy because it's really good. Another drink I've also had a chance to try is Current's 100% orange juice. There's plenty of orange juice brands that I have never been a huge fan of until I got to try out that brand, and honestly, best tasting orange juice I've ever had. You should definitely go ahead and try it. It's really good. And of course, last but definitely not least, I had a chance to try kombucha, organic, raw, hibiscus ginger. I have seen this brand plenty of times before in the store, and I never knew what type of drinks they were until I had a chance to try it out one time. And honestly, it was not too bad. It kind of reminded me of the Kavita probiotic drinks, which were also very good as well. And honestly, the kombucha, I wouldn't even mind if I have again. It's just really good. I enjoyed the hibiscus ginger, and I do say it is a pretty good combination. I'm not gonna lie. Question number 8. What songs have you been listening to the most? To be honest, there's not very many new songs that I had a chance to listen to this month. However, I have been listening to The Birthday Massacre this month on nonstop, on constant repeat, especially with the fact that I have been working out recently with just playing Birthday Massacre music generally. So no matter what, The Birthday Massacre is my number one jam that I always tend to listen to. The Birthday Massacre is just something I like to listen to very much. Question number 9. What are your favorite items for the month? There wasn't too many items that I encountered generally that I liked. However, I did receive a few gifts from my grandmother while she was out with my grandfather going to Barnes & Noble sometime this month, and it was a few Funko Pop figures. And do keep in mind, I am not in any way, shape, or form familiar with these characters. All 3 of them are from Pride, Prejudice, and Zombie, which I've never seen, by the way, but one of these days I might have to have a chance to have a little bit of a movie night and watch that movie sometime. But I got 3 characters from Pride, Prejudice, and Zombie, and this one right here is Mrs. Featherstone, which is like this weird zombie looking woman. Another character I also end up getting is Lady Catherine with the little pirate patch right here and her little sword resting on her hand. As you can see, maybe. Probably, yeah. And the final one I ended up getting is Elizabeth Bennet, which of course is not too bad. I'm not familiar with these characters at all, but it is definitely a very thoughtful gift. They are really adorable. So now that they've been given to me as a gift, I'll have to figure out where I can put them exactly. Because I'm not gonna lie, they are pretty cute. I mean, just look at these. They are just so adorable. Final question at number 10 is, what is something that you have learned? I've learned that even after you graduate from college, you're not gonna find the job that you're always gonna find, sort of speak. However, I have learned that you can get some form of help with career-related stuff that you want to apply for even after you graduate, which is really awesome, I think, because normally colleges would just tell you, oh, you know, you just graduated. You're on your own now, so okay, bye. Good luck in the future. Which, of course, the college I graduated from, I'm really happy that I had a chance to graduate from this college, because now they're trying to help me find the job that hopefully I can be able to find with the related courses that I took and that I graduated for to begin with, which is my studio arts degree. I also learned that it's always a good idea to have a backup in case if something doesn't necessarily work out. I do have plenty of backup options in case if this whole artsy situation doesn't necessarily work out too much. So that is something I definitely learned just in the college/graduate life. Definitely a lesson worth learning from. Comment down below and let me know what has been your favorite for the month of September. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed this video so much, so if you did, be sure to sucker punch that like button down below. And of course, if you haven't already, please do dedicate the time and effort to subscribe to my lovely channel, join my little army of darkness, and if you hit that notification button, you will be updated with brand new videos every single Friday, Saturday, and Sundays now. If you guys are interested in following me outside of YouTube, all of my social medias will be listed in the description box right down below if you are indeed interested in checking them out yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a completely chill week and awesome day or night, and I will talk to you all soon in the next video. So until then, stay completely dark and so fucking brutal and awesome, my friends. Take care. Bye for now.